Hey guys, Dr. James here. In this video, I want to talk to you about caring too much about what other people think about your experience with anxiety. Now, this one really gets to me on a personal level because of my own experience and also the experience of my clients. I was talking to a client the other day and they were telling me how they're not feeling very good at the moment, they're feeling down because people have been telling him that his anxiety is in his head and he just needs to get over it. Now, excuse my language, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. If you've never been through anxiety and you don't know what it's like and you've never had immense terror and worry about literally everything and you don't understand that we are just not creating it, we're not making it up, it's not in our head, it's completely real for us, and we know that it's irrational and we know that it doesn't make sense and we know that I'm not actually going to die of cancer and my plane's not going to crash and all these crazy things. But everything is telling me that that is true. I feel it in my bones, my brain, my self-talk, everything is telling me this. You don't know what it's like. You've never been through that experience. Don't comment. It doesn't matter whether you don't understand it. It doesn't matter that you've never experienced anxiety before in your life or that you don't possibly understand it. The thing is that it is real for us and we are going through it. And when people are not supportive, it brings us down and it doesn't help us get the help that we need and put us on the track to resolve these things. So if you are someone who has been through anxiety or is going through anxiety, you may know what I'm talking about. It is the hardest thing in the world when our loved ones and the people around us don't support us in our recovery and in our journey because they just don't understand. So if you're watching this and you don't have anxiety and you've always thought to yourself, maybe it's just not true, maybe they are just making it up. We are not making it up. It is not bullshit. It is real. We feel it every single day. And I'm passionate about this, as you can tell, because I've been through it myself and I go through it every day with my clients. So remember that don't focus on what other people are thinking and saying about your anxiety. It's your experience. They have no idea what they're talking about. And it doesn't matter even if they do know what they're talking about or that you think that they might know what they're talking about. The point is that they don't understand your experience and that that's okay, because it's your experience, it's your journey, and you need that fuel and energy for yourself. So stop giving it over to others by focusing on what they think. Now, to end this on a bit more of a happy, more positive note, I do have some strategies for you. The first thing to do is to remember that it is your experience and that your experience is personal. And even if my experience of anxiety has been different, it doesn't influence your experience. Mine might have been about X, Y, and Z, and I might have done X, Y, and Z, and therefore it just disappeared. But that doesn't mean it's going to work for you. So what you need to be doing is you need to be focusing on the three components of anxiety. The first is our consciousness, which is what we tell ourselves about the world. So focusing on telling yourself more positive, caring, calm things that create contentment for you, not things that promote stress and fear. So don't think, oh shit, I do have cancer. Think, I probably don't have cancer. How about I go and ask someone who it's their job to know, rather than trying to Google it ourselves and figure things out. If you're on a plane and you're hearing a funny noise and you're worried that the plane's going to crash, tell yourself, no, that is a completely normal noise in that plane, it's a normal experience, and I'm going to be safe and happy. Because ultimately, what you think and tell yourself about the world doesn't really influence it. It only influences you and will only make you more stressed and anxious, but it doesn't actually change the situation. Number two is focusing on the thoughts and the beliefs in the background. What do you believe about the world? What are you telling yourself about the world, and what is your brain telling yourself about the world? This is not just the self-talk, this is the judgment in the background. So every time you have an experience, there is a belief or a judgment that has influenced that situation, it's jaded it. So when you go into a situation and you don't feel good when you come out the end of it, think, what did I believe going in, or during, or after, that might have influenced how I felt about that? And then just assess whether or not that belief is something that you want to hold on to or not. And the third is the unconscious. The third thing, being unconscious, means what am I feeling in my body, my heart rate, my breathing, the sensations in my body that's telling me that my world is stressful and anxious, and how do I go about reducing those? So some simple things you can do is breathing techniques, taking big deep breaths all the way in, pausing at the top, all the way out, pausing at the bottom, all the way in, pausing, all the way out, pausing, and focusing on bringing calm energy into your body rather than that anxious energy that you're feeling. And with all of this, it's about consistency. So making sure that you are consistently doing these things to consistently break down the conditioning that you have that is telling your mind, body, and soul that something bad is going to happen, or that you need to worry about stuff in that anxiousness. And remember, don't listen to anyone who has not been through anxiety who doesn't understand, and don't listen to anyone who's not supporting you in your journey to resolution of your anxiety. And if you need help, you can reach out to me. I will always be available through Facebook Messenger to answer your questions and to give you strategies and point you in the right direction. So send me a message. I'm here to help. Even if you have no one else around you, I'm here to help. So leave a comment. I love to hear feedback, and I'll see you guys in the next video.